Welcome back to Solo in Your 40s.
Living Unscripted.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Yondo.
And we're so happy to have our new setup. You'll see, I'm sure, whoever didn't see the last episode.
Yes, they'll see the new
episode.
Yeah. Yeah. And trust me, we did shower and change since the last episode. I know everything looks a lot the same.
Only at the end, though.
Right. Only, yeah.
First half.
Yeah. If you didn't watch the whole thing, I don't have to explain myself.
Yeah. Anyways, we're happy to be back again.
Yes.
Very happy. We love these new microphones.
As well as doing this podcast.
That too.
Because it's...
But, I just feel like it makes us officially official.
It does. Like, like we're not this anymore.
Yeah. Do you remember the little mini mics?
We're not like...
I mean, as much as I love little mini mics, they weren't going to cut it any longer.
No.
And with the new setup so we can edit quicker.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, editing that last episode, it was night and day. So we can start actually sticking to this more consistently. Because that's the goal.
That was the biggest pain point.
It really was.
For sure.
I mean, because as much as we always hang out anyways.
Right.
Unless we edit it and get it on, no one's going to ever see our podcast. So
No, nobody's seen it in a few months.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're back. Okay.
Yes, we're back.
We're
anyway,
back.
Yeah, we're bantering.
Yes.
Okay, so let's.
So we have a new segment this week.
Yep.
Called Reddit on Reddit.
Yep.
So they're going to be dating nightmares, funny dating stories, whatever we find.
Yeah.
Because why not?
I mean, we have a friend of ours that we've told her for years she could write a book, and so
we're gonna have to help her remember. She doesn't even remember all of them. It's been so long since she's been on all those dates.
Oh, I know. And honestly, like this would be awesome for like if anybody wants to share their dating stories.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That would be because we all have them, right?
We do.
I mean, hell.
In the comments, leave us as lengthy of a detailed story as you would like, and we'll read it on our next podcast.
Yes.
Because, and you know what? Maybe we'll tell one of our own.
Oh, I've got many.
Own dating.
Yeah,
nightmares.
absolutely.
I don't know. Heard a lot of our dating stuff, anyways. But it's been like the newer stuff since being on the podcast and doing the dating apps, and they are just a nightmare. So
yeah.
Well, let's get caught up. So
weekly shenanigans. No, weekly updates.
Weekly updates.
Yeah, not silly shenanigans or
right.
yeah.
Right. Let me see. I don't really have, honestly, much.
Well, I mean, outside of dating, you have some things going on.
Dating?
No, outside of the dating world.
I'm actually as we're recording this, I'm waiting for the phone call.
I took a moment.
Okay, moment of silence.
Whew.
This literally, it has been a rough couple of years in mortgage. And this position, if it comes, it's going to come through. Putting it out it's coming through. So once I get this phone call, I know for sure.
Yep.
I'm going to negotiate, salary and all that type of stuff. But it's a very exciting new venture. I still get to stay in my realm of mortgage. It's just on a different aspect. Instead of helping people buy their first homes, I'll be helping investors get money.
For their projects.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely exciting. I think it's a huge opportunity.
It's a new challenge. Like I can write a mortgage in my sleep.
Right. If anybody needs help with that, by the way.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I don't know if I get this. I got someone that can help.
Yes.
But this one, like, it's really going to challenge me. I'm learning something completely new. Still, like, it's still the basics of what I've been doing in underwriting, per se.
Right.
But it's just a whole different new program, so I'm very excited for it.
I am too. I hope the damn phone rings right in the middle of it, and then we can say, "Sorry, folks, we're back."
Yes.
And Michelle smiling like a Chester cat.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yes.
So, anyways, tune in next week to see what happens.
Yes. Fingers crossed, everybody, please.
Yes. So that's pretty much. I mean, honestly, I feel like I need, after breaking up my last dude, I need a second to refocus for myself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and focus more on my career because I don't know.
No, trust me. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
You know, put yourself first before, you know, like you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else.
1000%.
Yeah. So, no, I get it.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, I had to shout that out for you.
I know. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What you got going on?
Weekly update. I mean, you know, I went out on Monday, I think, to watch the Mavs game.
Oh, nice.
With a friend of mine, and that was fun. Always fun to hang out with that person, and the Mavs got destroyed, which is terrible. But hell,
I haven't watched a single game.
You're right. It was kind of like one of those things you just kind of show up to watch the last game. You know, I think Boston let.
Oh, because they were in the finals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Boston let Dallas win at home, and then they went back to Boston so they could win it. It was honestly that easy for them. It was pathetic. Anyways, so yeah, like that. I did that, and then work is work. Mm-hmm. I think the highlight of my work week.
Yeah.
Literally, the highlight of my work week is going to that Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh man!
I mean, that is like that was. I ate so much damn meat.
Mm-hmm. Got the meat sweats.
Yeah, and not only that, they had a salad bar.
Oh, the salad bar is my favorite.
This size of my living room.
I know.
And I'm like, is that shrimp? And
I love the salad bar.
And then it was like every 5 minutes. Would you like this cut of meat? And they gave me this medium rare filet. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, it's like a buffet, and you're gonna give me this high quality cut of meat?
Yes.
Oh.
So
12 cuts, I think it was called.
If you don't know, it's a Brazilian steakhouse where they give you it looks like a coaster. If you've never been before, you might set your drink on it like I did the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right.
But one side is green for go, red for stop. And so as long as it's on green, they literally walk around with all kinds of...
On skewers.
Steaks, chicken,
pork, lamb chops, like sausage,
name it. And they just shave it off they come sit right next to you and shave it off onto your plate. Oh my gosh.
With a nice little mashed potato and some plantains and some bread. Bro.
Now, because I've been to a couple of them, does this one have the Brazilian cheese bread?
Yes, they look like little muffins.
Oh,
I literally took a bite of that. And my mind was so fucked up. It was like, what is this?
It's amazing.
Why is it chewy?
It's so good.
Why is it delicious?
I think last time I ate 12 of those bitches.
They're like little mini muffins stuffed with like some kind of cheese.
My mouth is literally salivating right now. So if you ever go try a Brazilian steakhouse,
yes,
don't eat all day.
No.
And be prepared to go home after.
Yeah, with the meat sweats.
With definitely meat sweats.
Yeah. And then waking up the next morning feeling a little groggy.
Oh, yeah.
A little sluggish.
Yeah. Your body's still processing all the meat you ate.
You have a pound of meat in your belly.
Probably more than that, honestly.
With bread and salad.
The salad bar.
Oh
my God.
Give me a good salad and just call it a day.
But it's even more than just salad. It's like the sides and the everything.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, we went back in January.
To that place?
No, this one was one over in Arlington. I can't think of the name of it.
Texas Day Brazil or Fogo de Chao.
I mean, they're all pretty much same. But, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I forgot how good they were. And I had like 3 or 4 old fashions. It was...
Come on.
Who needs to date when you can treat yourself like that anyway?
I'm telling you right now, if you're ever down, go get yourself some meat. Get yourself for $65-$70. Go take yourself.
Mine was a little bit more because it was old fashioned.
Well, yes, but for the meat side of it, right?
Absolutely.
Take $100 bill and go eat all the meat you want.
All of it. Who needs?
Until that sadness is gone. Until the loneliness is gone.
Who needs a one-eyed snake when you can go get meat elsewhere?
You know what, Michelle? I think we should put that on a shirt. Who needs a one-eyed snake when you can eat meat elsewhere? Oh, shout out to the to the ladies on that one. Shout out to the ladies on that one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was the highlight of your week.
Obviously, I was very excited about it.
I'm excited for you, and I can get to be there.
Yeah, so it was
good.
it was the Mavs game, which I had a great time, and then the steakhouse, great time, right? So that was my week, and then because again I can't talk about work because it's like, we talk about it again, right?
Right.
Hey, did you get this done? What?
What?
What did I get done?
Right. What was on the list to get done?
Right. You didn't back code the APIs to go ahead and complete that integration with the document.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I sent an email. Oh, so no,
Wow.
I can't talk about
Insane.
work. Yeah.
Anyways,
So I think so. I have a topic that I thought of too.
Ooh, yeah,
before. And it might be a short one, but I think we've all been there, especially if we've all been on dating sites. Mm-hmm. But and I was talking to a friend of, we're just going to say a friend of mine.
Okay.
And this person is on dating websites, and so we swap these crazy stories, about how terrible it is. It's like you and I do.
Yeah.
And it came up of, have you ever seen somebody on a dating site?
Yep.
And so when you see them,
Uh-huh.
and it's, let's just say you're friends, but you're not like great friends,
Right.
but and then has it ever crossed your mind to just be like, right, and just see what happens?
I did on you.
Well, that's different though. No, but because that's what came up.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, like, oh, hey, Michelle. And I remember I wrote you back and I said, hey, we're in this together.
We are.
Yeah. But it was funny because it was a real long conversation about, and like this person, she was saying, it's a colleague of mine. So obviously there's no like romantic connection there,
Sure.
but we have a connection as far as like her dating and me dating and all that stuff, and so it came up where she was like, oh yeah, I've had it times where like my personal trainer saw me on there and swiped right and then sent me a message, and she's like, okay, well the next time I went in to have a personal training session, a little awkward, right?
Yeah, a bit
and
awkward.
so I made a comment where I was like, can you imagine if like I came up on your profile and how sometimes you speed swipe?
Yeah.
Right.
But you can shake it and it comes back.
Well, tricks of the trade. And I was like, can you imagine if I was just doing this and I was like, oh, fuck, I think that was her. And then I go in the office the next day and it's like, hi. Like, okay, let me explain. You know what I'm saying? So,
But it doesn't show you who swiped on you only if they message you or if you match, right? So if you're just swiping.
Well, if let's just say that you
have to message her too.
Well, let's say if you pay for the site, from what I've been to, because I don't pay for any of it, right?
Yeah, I never
so
paid.
if you pay for it,
Yeah.
you can see every person that likes you.
Oh shit, that changes things.
Yeah, so you can see, and that's why
I didn't care who swiped on me because
right.
if I don't swipe on you, I don't
right.
care.
Exactly.
So I never paid.
Yeah, and so like
I wanted the free version.
yes,
I don't know why it didn't work.
right? Because it's if you don't have, I guess if you pay for it, it works, but.
No,
yeah, so if you do pay for it, you'll say, and then all of a sudden you open it up and you're like 470 people swiped right, and it's overwhelming.
Yuck,
Right.
yuck.
And then don't open the messages.
I've opened all my...
dicks. I'm sure.
Well, not on the site. It's whenever, because I will converse with someone for a little bit, and then because I don't really get on the site like that, and if I feel like we may hit it off, I go and give them my phone number. My phone number's on social media because of what I do.
Right.
So whatever.
Right. And you don't like to fuck around.
No, I really don't.
Right.
I'm very to the point.
Yeah.
Like, not here just to sleep with you, and I need to meet you within a week. Otherwise, what are we doing? I don't need pen pals.
Yes.
Look, I have just the right amount of friends that I have the time for. And then I have this little space over here waiting for my significant other to come in, and I'll broaden that depending on how good they are to me.
Right.
Until then, this little slot here is not for new friends, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're not
Yeah.
pen pals. So yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. But I thought that was funny because I think everybody that's been on a dating site has came across a familiar profile.
Absolutely. I came across actually me and Jen way back.
Yeah.
Came across someone.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, no.
Okay.
It was. Oh.
Can we?
I don't know if you're gonna watch this.
Well, I mean, you can say like a first name. Well, don't say the last name. I don't know, like initials.
Here, let's mute it.
Yeah. And we're back. Sorry about that. We had some private.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he brought it up to me, and I'm like, anyway, I just changed the whole subject because we're not even opening up that box.
No.
Because it's never going to happen.
No.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
And this person comes to a lot of, well, not really anymore because he's a little pansy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little baby. Acts like a grown baby. Actually, I know 2-year-olds that act more mature than he does. Anyways.
Well, I've been. I remember like specifically this one time when I was at a company. It was probably 4 years ago, and I'd seen a girl in the office that I'm like, man, she's cute, and all of a sudden I'm at home one time, and I'm like, I look, I'm like, oh my God, is that her? And I literally did this.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to see. I don't want to look.
And I just walked away, and I'm like, well, what is that gonna do?
I've done that with a text before.
Yeah,
like, should I send it? Send it. Okay.
I'm out.
I gotta go pee.
I'm out of here. It's gonna make it better.
Because I'm never gonna see my phone again.
Right. And then the next day I come in the office and I'm like,
she quit.
Well, actually, she told me she had moved to Australia.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing what one little swipe will do to change a life. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she's doing well out there.
Now she's married.
Like, you don't know where so and so went? Oh, yeah, she had to move to Australia. Okay.
Can we see you in the office?
I was like, why does it say add friend on her Facebook now? All from one little swipe. Oh my God. So it didn't work. But
so you're saying there might be a chance.
Right. No, there's no chance.
Oh my God. That's hysterical.
But it was a topic that I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect for the podcast because I think everybody has been there.
Yeah.
And it's either cringy or it's like, ooh, here's my chance.
So
without actually, like the behind the computer screen chance.
Yeah. Or you're going to be a little bit more ballsy.
Right.
Because you're not saying it to their face.
No.
You're saying it to your phone.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's
I'm trying to think anyone. I did see someone on there before that I used to date. And it's actually the one that circled back that I've talked to here and there. But he's just not being very consistent right now. So.
Yeah, you don't need it.
I don't. I'm just.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to fully call off of him because I do feel like we probably do have potential. But then again, our timelines just never add up great. So.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's fun. So, if he calls me and wants to take me to dinner, I will definitely go eat that dinner.
I'm all about fun right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, the right one comes around, which I'm not saying it's not.
Right.
It hasn't or whatever. Yeah. But, day by day.
I'm always open. Always open. But once she calls me and tells me I got this new job.
Game on.
Out there. I got to use my full brain capacity to learn a lot.
Right.
So.
But that's a good thing about you, Michelle, is like your whole career, you've done nothing but like destroy it, like in a good way, right?
Yeah, it's progressed.
Give Michelle some study materials. She will be the shmee in that's
true.
Yes, in X amount of time.
I can't half-ass anything.
Well, I mean, some people do.
I can't. If I'm putting my name on it, I did everything I could to make it the best.
I know you do. Trust me, I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So let's go into. We read it on Reddit.
Read it on Reddit,
All
which is
dating nightmares.
Okay.
That people posted to Reddit.
Okay.
Because Reddit is wild.
And I'm gonna say somewhat comical.
Oh my God, so good.
Okay. All right.
But also nightmares. If you put yourself in that situation, no thank you.
Right. Well, we'll see.
But when it's no one you know, it's good.
Right. It's comedy.
All right.
Okay.
So the first one. So this isn't actually my story. It's my mom's. After getting out of an incredibly long and unpleasant marriage, my mom joined Tinder.
Red flag number 1.
Yeah. Stella wanted to get her groove back, and I was 100% on her team. Okay.
Okay. That's got to be a daughter. Has to be a daughter.
It has to be. What? Gay son, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's open.
We'll see.
Anyway, so I can't emphasize enough, she was not looking for a long-term connection. Her work sent her out of state for a while, and everything seemed perfect. She's going to get her rando D. I can't even say it straight. Rando D. And there's no chance of it getting serious. It just creeps me out though. Like, I don't care how close you are to your parent. This is weird to me. No matter what age.
Well, I will say,
how can my mother get rando D on Tinder?
If it wasn't weird to you, Michelle, that would be weird.
Okay.
Okay. So
making sure.
It's that's not allowed. It's not allowed.
All right. So anyway, she's sending me screenshots of the guy she's considering. Mm-hmm. I'm giving her tips on safety, and then she picks a guy. I immediately tell her that he is not a wise choice. The guy's profile is 98% red flags by volume. Whatever, she's an adult. I literally cannot stop her. Okay. Well, you can give her advice though. Anyway, somehow in the 4 hours that they have physically been together, he figures out which flight she's taking the next day.
Okay.
He used that to find her final destination and somehow even finds her home address. He uses the public tax information to find her full name, and from there hunts down her Facebook.
Okay.
Finds her dad.
Okay.
Calls him on the phone. And dishes everything. Sends him pictures, screenshots of combos. Then he starts sending my mom harassing messages that he loves her, but he can't trust her. Ultimately, my mom had to call the police.
You think?
So I do actually have a question.
Just one?
Well, multiple.
Okay.
But she says somehow in the 4 hours they are physically together. Do you mean just them physically being in the same vicinity, or are they is she getting her rando D?
Well, so that's what, the first time I heard it, I thought that they were getting physical.
Oh, okay.
Right. But
so they were sleeping together, so then he goes, I don't know. And the story's weird.
Okay.
What are you doing, Mom? First off, that's what you get for getting on Tinder.
Yes.
This is why.
You're right. This is why
I won't touch Tinder with a 10-foot pole.
Only for stories.
Yeah, and even then, I'll read someone else's stories from Reddit.
I'll be
I'm good.
I'll be 1,000% honest. I've never met a single woman off Tinder. Even if, how long ago I was on that damn thing. It's 98% fake, or it's fucking Tinder.
Right.
It's I'm not 26 years old where I just want to knock it out all day. Well, let me rephrase. Okay, let me rephrase my comment here.
Yeah.
With just random
Randoms.
people,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Definitely not with randoms.
right. Yeah.
All right, so story 2. I matched with a girl and sent a lot of messages. Later that night, we talked on the phone and the conversation was going really well. So I asked to go out the next night. She agreed, and then 5 minutes later, she told me... She tells me that she needs to tell me something.
Okay.
She tells me that she's permanently in a wheelchair.
Okay.
So I'm either an a-hole if I go and back out of it now, or I'm an a-hole if I lead her on.
Okay. I get where he's coming from.
Yeah. So I figure, why not? It's a date, and it could actually be fun.
Yeah.
We talk more that night and go to bed. The next morning, she calls me early and tells me she's doing something crazy.
Like where the mind goes in this situation is like so many different directions. It's like, what in the fuck did she do?
She won't tell me what, but she said she'll show me later. A few hours go by and she calls me back. Tells me she's going to send me a pic of what she did. I check my messages and I see a picture of her wrist with my name tattooed on it.
Oh, so she got a tattoo. Okay.
We end the call and I... The crazy thing, you're on the phone with her, so how do you respond to that? Anyways.
Are you asking me?
No, I mean, I'm just like, I'm being facetious. That's just ridiculous.
I don't know.
So he ends the call, calls his friends, and tells her about the crazy girl. Later that night, I'm driving to her place because I figure she can be committed enough to tattoo my name on her. I should be committed enough to go on this date.
Okay, first of all, what's wrong with Homeboy?
I mean, I think he's probably just intrigued because I think some guys, as crazy as that is, their egos want to see this bitch that tattooed the name on her.
Is it an ego thing? Or like, okay, let's think of a whole different scenario here.
Why else would you put yourself in front of a serial killer?
Let's put a whole different scenario out here, okay?
All right, go.
He went and told his buddies what this girl did. Mm-hmm. They went out and had drinks, and this buddy goes, dude, you got to see this shit through.
Yeah.
Hypothetical.
Facts.
But that does happen.
Facts.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, tattoo the name. They're going on a date. Plus, I have to know if it's real.
Sure. The tattoo.
The tattoo.
Yes.
So, I'm almost at her place, and I realize that my car may not accommodate her wheelchair.
Fair enough.
I know she drives, so I ask if she can drive us.
Okay.
I'm walking in the parking lot, and she drives up, and I get in the car. Now, I had figured out Now I had figured she had a handicap-enabled car.
Right.
No. Turns out she uses 2 crutches to drive. One on the gas, one on the brake. I gotta go. No one's getting in that car.
No, I'm not getting in that car. This is not
Who
safe.
am I?
This is not safe.
So, I don't like that. I don't like this as we're driving on the Southern California freeways in traffic. We'd be in the fucking Mojave Desert.
Right.
I'm not getting in
In
that
a
car.
go-kart. Like,
So,
no.
we go and eat, and she gets a phone call from her daughter. Turns out she left her 10-year-old daughter at home alone, and she's scared. I'm like, hey, we can go. She says no. It's okay. I gave her something to make her sleep. She'll be asleep soon. Fuck is wrong with you, Karen? My God. That's brutal, man.
This is real life.
I don't know. It's Reddit.
Well, sometimes Reddit keeps it real, man.
It does. So we finish up, and I was going to take her to see a movie, but the kid thing was too much. Yeah. So we head home. And my fingers are already crossed that we make it. When then she turns to me while driving and says, "Wow, I'm kind of drunk." I didn't trust that bitch sober.
I tell you what, driving drunk is one thing, but crutch driving drunk
Crutch
is a whole...
driving
drunk is a whole different... That's a whole different story. I ain't never crutch drive drunk.
Never crutch
Nor
drive.
how the hell... Okay, I have never crutch drived either.
We gotta try it once now.
Okay, not in my car. We'll go do a rental car and take their insurance.
Clearly. $17 a day. Yes, we'll take it.
Yes, we'll take it. We're crutch driving. And then at some point we got to do it drunk.
After a few Mai Tais.
In the fast lane.
Only in the fast lane.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Okay. Woo! So let's get through this story. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of drunk. In my head, I'm like, you only had one drink. But I ask if I can drive, and she says no. She's going to get in the fast lane and use her crutches to hit the gas. I say my last prayers, but we made it back to her place. So I wheeled her back to her door and said goodbye and lived. Tattoo was real though. Reddit is wild, man.
This guy's got, I mean, hey, listen. Shout out to Homeboy for still being alive. Shout out to him for,
man.
I mean, putting his life in danger to validate a tattoo.
That's it. Only a man would do that.
To validate a tattoo.
Do you know only a man would do that? Because I tell you right now, any chick pulled up and this wheelchair dude comes out and says, "I'm driving with my crutches." Nah, bro, I gotta go. I gotta go.
What if Homeboy got a tattoo though, and she had to make sure that tattoo
Well, I
was
would
real?
never even showed.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean that's my whole thing is like, okay, he showed up. His boys told, like, I tell you right now for free, if that happened to me, every one of my buddies would be like, dude, you gotta go.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta.
It's a dude thing.
You gotta go.
I really do think that's
Now,
more dude.
I tell you this, I wouldn't have gone because I knew, because I'm like,
I would have been pissed if he hadn't.
I am not gonna leave
You
that.
have to tell these stories for the people.
I am not gonna leave that girl on. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Couldn't do it, won't do it.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Wouldn't do it. Oh, man. All right. Third and final.
Oh God, that was a doozy.
That was I needed those laughs.
Yes.
All right. So I went on a Tinder date a couple months ago on a Sunday afternoon.
Fucking Tinder.
Yeah. It's all Tinder. It's wild. Met up with a guy around 3. He had a really good... He did. Yeah, had a. Mm-hmm. He had really good energy and was funny and complimentary. The place we wanted to go to had a long line, so we went to another restaurant on the water for a drink and appetizers.
Sounds lovely.
Love me a good appetizer.
On the water?
On the water especially.
Sign me up, man. Let's go.
So he started slamming down Mai Tais.
As we all do, right?
I had 1. He had 3.
Okay.
They were strong. Like, I was tipsy, borderline drunk off of 1. The bar had a 2 Mai Tai per person limit, but he found another bartender to get his 3rd. You know, I've totally done this at on Mambo taxis.
Oh, yeah, because there's a limit of 2?
Of 2.
Yeah.
Yep. So I made someone else at the table order one that wasn't drinking. Thank you.
Yes.
Anyways.
There are ways around it, for sure.
Always. So he got drunker and drunker and started telling me he loved me. Joking at first, but getting increasingly serious.
Okay.
As we left, he asked me to marry him. I kind of laughed it off, which honestly, as a girl, you do have to laugh some of that creepy shit off. Because
sure.
If they're that sideways, just play into it a little to get out of the situation.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit that trigger on that dude.
No, you'll be dead.
Right.
Yeah. You'll be in that river.
Yes.
So I kind of laughed it off and was like, maybe we take it slow. We just met each other. He got so mad, he stormed off and left me on a street corner. Then as soon as he got home, it was about 5 p.m. because they met at 3.
Right.
He started texting me, come over, and I miss you. Motherfucker was 43. At 43 years old, fellas, we really shouldn't be acting this way.
No,
Actually,
I mean,
at any point in your life, you really shouldn't.
no, like I don't even give a free pass to mid-20s.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, I mean,
At any stage, that's creepy. It's okay to be told no, especially on a first date.
right,
And you're drinking Mai Tais like a little bitch.
right.
And when I ask her to marry you.
There's a lot of things that he did that's not okay.
All of them.
Yeah, that's
The whole
what
date.
that's what I'm saying. It was like, I mean, that is.
I mean, thank you for finding a nice place over the water.
Right. Because the first
Caesars.
place was because
Long
Applebee's had a too long of a line,
It sure did.
right? So Applebee's was
Look,
too long, and she said,
don't
"Hey,
hate on
there's a
Applebee's.
place over by the river
Yeah.
that's
Down by the
that
river.
that has steaks and chickens and
Mai
Mai
Tais.
Tais."
He went for those Mai Tais.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've never. You know, I'll be honest with you. I never got hammered on Mai Tais.
I don't think I have either, honestly.
Like pina coladas and like,
but
well,
a lot
some,
of, not
some
3.
turbos.
Not 3. It'd take a lot of pina coladas to put me out.
Oh yeah,
Now,
well, me too.
3 LITs?
Oh, who are you telling?
Okay.
LIT's all liquor.
If you don't know what an LIT is, look it up.
Let me tell you. So I have a good story about one of my dating nightmares,
Oh, okay.
and
Alright.
it's like one of a million. But this one always sticks out in my mind. This was years ago. Flips off 820.
Love Flips. Still go to Flips.
Yes, I mean it's a great place. They get, I believe, good cheese fries, if I'm not mistaken. But I will tell you what they have good during the middle of the story.
Okay.
And so we go there, and we walk in, and you know, like it was almost like a Bud Light like magically appeared in her hand, and I was like, damn, how the hell did she get a beer so fast? And
It's like tequila in mine.
right,
Just
it's like
appears.
whiskey in mine.
Thank you.
It's like it's almost like it. She could have pulled it out of her purse, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
So she has one drink, and it went from like a first date to.
Sorry, I got a little bored.
That's okay. That's okay. Wait. I can't because I was gonna do Jim Brewer again.
I love Jim Brewer so much.
I do too.
And sing. And go.
Okay. Where was I?
Magical Brewer.
Yeah, the magical
beer.
beer showed up in the hands.
And then Jim Brewer.
And yes, and then the second she had that first beer, she turned into Jim Brewer. You know, like Dazed Confused, like, you know, doing it. Yeah. And it literally, so I got a beer, and her whole dynamic changed, and I made one comment like, man, these beers are going down so fast, and she's like, I'm not a fucking alcoholic. I said,
Cool.
I kind of took a step back, making sure there wasn't any like silverware on the table for me to stab.
I mean,
but
you never know.
I honest to God,
Oh my God.
I honest to God went. I'm gonna get this last cheese stick right here. I'm gonna grab this one here, and then it was ranch. It wasn't marinara. And I dipped in that ranch real slow, and came back like no sudden movements. It's almost like you're in like the
the cage.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, did it, and then all of a sudden she's like,
Oh my God.
like, okay.
Psycho.
I'm like, listen. She orders shots. I think to myself, okay, this is a first date. I can obviously tell she's got a drinking problem.
Clearly.
Like right off the bat.
If you have to come out that you're not an alcoholic,
after one
alcoholic.
beer on
You're an
a comment of saying, "Man, these beers are going down good."
Do you think? I mean, how many did she have before she got there? You wonder.
Oh, I had no idea.
Had to have had
all I know is like a half a beer got her drunk, right?
Oh, she was already sideways.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, let's do some shots. And so my mentality
That's a great idea.
My mentality switched from a first date to,
That ain't happening.
like, okay, if you want to play this game, we can play this game.
You won't win.
I promise you it's not going to end well for you.
Yeah.
But, so I did it. And of course, this was back when I drank.
Never mind.
Yes. Yes.
Totally tober.
Yes. And so finally it got to a point where I had to I think the bartender asked her to leave like 5 or 6 times. So I had to get her out.
Yeah, the 7th time we really got to go.
Yeah, which was like an act of God to get her out of the damn bar. And I'm going to my car and she's going to her truck and all of a sudden she's like, fuck. Like real, like that nasty, fuck. Kind of, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, did she fucking fall down?
See, I'm the type, I'm not even going to look. I never heard it, I'm leaving.
You know, at this point, I was interested.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, because if she fell down,
what happened?
If she fell down, obviously it would be funny, but I would have helped her up, obviously. And just been like, okay, what are we doing? Well, she was screaming, fuck, because nobody could blow in her fucking breathalyzer in her truck.
Of course.
And I'm like, and so she's like, I can't.
Because she's not an alcoholic.
No, she already told me she was.
Yeah, she's not an alcoholic.
So she's like, well, I can't blow in this damn thing, and neither can you.
Well,
I was like, well, no.
I don't have anything to blow in.
First of all, I didn't know you had one of these in your truck.
I wouldn't have been here.
I only read that shit off Google, right? Like, listen. Well, I did live in Boonville, so that's a different story. But
facts.
There's a gate right behind. I'm talking. Here's the parking lot. Here's a gate. Here's apartment complexes.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck it. I'll just walk home. And she goes to this random gate and just walks right to her apartment complex. And I'm thinking to myself,
why did you drive though?
And I'm like,
you should have just walked there and walked home.
I'm literally looking around for Ashton, like I just got pumped. I'm like, when's this motherfucker gonna? I was like, when's this motherfucker gonna pop out? He never popped out. So she fucking goes off in the shadows, which I don't have any idea where she's at. She, to this day, it was 8 years ago. She might not have made it home yet.
Well, I mean, whatever.
You know, I mean, she's walking.
You know, you can only do so much.
She was walking at a turtle's pace, and so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, and then I get in my car, and I'm like,
she slept in that field.
I'm like, what in the fuck just happened?
Because I know there was a field over there at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there was grass in between it for sure.
Yes, she slept in that field that night.
I mean, it was almost like one of those slow motion scenes where she just vanished.
She might be one of those ladies I see on the corner every fucking day that's homeless. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
That area, the home...
If that's the case, it wasn't her truck then.
She punked you because she didn't actually have a car.
She thought I was going to drive her ass somewhere.
I bet.
I'm like, listen.
No.
You know, after that first Bud Light that she drank...
If you change personalities that quick... After one Bud Light, and one Bud Light, an IPA maybe, a Bud Light.
No, not even an IPA, but it was like, hey, it's so nice to meet you. It's like, I'm like, what? Did her fucking eyes just go crossed? I'm like,
Jim?
The fuck? Is there apples in that beer? I'm like looking at her like, the fuck? Like,
God, what happened?
What in the hell? Did she get roofied or something? God. I don't even know.
Look.
I mean, shouldn't that be called Florries? Listen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but that's one.
That's your Reddit story.
That's one of a million stories. There's like so many different horror stories that, like, you know, we talked about the wallet and all that stuff. And
well, this will be a new segment.
Yes.
Reddit on Reddit. So we'll have some nightmares. And
yes.
Next week I'll give one of my nightmares. How about that?
Yes. And we would love for y'all to share.
Yes. In the comments.
Some of your horror stories.
Yes.
Or funny stories.
Yeah, we're good with either.
Or like give your
honestly, most of the horror ones are hysterical anyways.
Yeah. Well, like homeboy crutch driving.
Crushin and Crushin.
Yes. Which we'll have to do sometimes.
We're gonna put it on the shirt.
It's not legal, but we'll do it.
You know.
Yeah. Obviously, economy.
On our way enterprise.
Yes.
$17 a day on the insurance.
Oh my God.
Crushin and
Crushin. We will pull that off.
I'm making shirts.
Yeah.
Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
There's like a little bell that you can hit and you get notified every time we post a new episode.
If your phone's on silent, it won't ding.
Oh, it won't?
No.
I should know that because my phone's always on silent.
Mine's been on silent for 8 years. So yes, do that. Thank y'all for the support.
Yes, thank you so much.
Love you.
Cheers.